Are you sure? Well, Paddy bought a cap one time. Mick, the friend that I was talking about earlier, Mick had bought a cap the same, and Paddy thought it was the nicest cap ever he saw. And he went and he got one, and even though it was expensive, he bought it anyway because he liked it that much. So anyway, he had the cap for a good while, and lo and behold, didn't he mislay the cap? And he couldn't find it high up or low down. And he was very distraught because he had paid a lot for it. And he remembered, that when the men at those times, when they went to Mass on a Sunday to the chapel, they always took their caps off and left them just inside the door, and they would pick them up on the way out as a mark of respect. And friend and all as Mick was, Paddy knew that Mick always went to the second Mass on a Sunday and that he would leave the cap sitting. And Paddy thought to himself that he would go to the Mass, even though he wasn't a regular Mass goer, but he would go and he would leave early and he would pick up Mick's cap and nobody would think anything of it because he had a cap the same. You see? So anyway, he headed off to the Mass and he was sitting in, and lo and behold, on that particular Sunday, didn't the priest make a homily or a sermon all about the 10 Commandments? So Paddy was sitting, taking it all in. And when it was finished, the Mass, Paddy was out of the door, and the priest was there, and he said, "Well, Paddy," he said, "to what do we owe the pleasure? We don't often see you here." "Oh, Father," he said, "I have to tell you, you stopped me from committing a sin." "Oh," he says. "Oh," he says, "I know," he says. He says, "I know what it is." "No," he says, "you don't, Father," he says. He says, "I'll tell you what it is," he says. "I bought a cap," he says, "and I lost the cap. And I came here today to steal a cap." "Oh," he says, "I know now, Paddy," he says, "my homily." He says, "the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not steal." "No," Paddy says, "no, it's not," he says. But he says, when you got to the one, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," I remembered where I left my cap. Oh dear, dear. I don't know where that came from. It came from. We want to say hello to Sandra Ralston from Fintona. We'll go, there we are. Where are you, Sandra? Is that Fintona in County Tyrone? Where are you, Sandra? Is that you? Are you from Fintona in County Tyrone? Well, listen, lovely to have you with you. It says you work tirelessly for the Irish community and the Filawara, what is it?